Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, this is Abacus the Great here with my Week 2 battle against the GPL rival, the Shattered Semisear of the Tampa Bay Raquazas. So, a couple of things I want to talk about. Between my last battle and this battle, I made 3 free agent drops, dropping Zatu for Skarmory, Nidoking for Aggron, and Gastron for Whiscash. Basically, all those drops were designed for me to be able to pick up Skarmory. Whiscash is obviously the inferior to Gastrodon, and Aggron is a bit worse than Nidoking. So, I wanted, and this battle is actually a very, very good example of why I made those picks. Win or lose, his team made mincemeat of Xatu, and I had to bring it. Well, the basic idea was, for people who didn't see my team builder, I did make a team builder for this time, but for people who didn't see that, the basic idea of this team was Thunderous. I have nothing for Thunderous. It doesn't matter what I would do. Thunderous just wins. there's nothing. There's literally no answer I could have for Thunderous. And my only thing on my team that didn't get to it KO'd by it was weak to rocks and had no reliable recovery in Entei. And my only way to get rid of rocks is Xatu. So I brought Xatu with Defog. Nidoking was actually a hazard stack set, so after the Blastoise was dead, I could set up Stealth Rocks and Toxic Spikes. Miltank was there designed to take out the Mega Banette. Entei was my only answer for Thunderous. Sylveon was there to Wish Pass into Entei, and Mega Pinsir was there for a late game sweep. So, going into the battle, I lead with Papaya. He leads with Foundation, and he just clicks U-turn here. Gets a crit, doesn't really matter. But he goes into Blastoise and goes for Thunder Wave. The thing is, this is one of my 2 answers for Blastoise on this team. So, I switch out into Sylveon, my other answer for Blastoise, and he gets a Scald Burn, if I recall correctly. Yep, on the first turn. That's no big deal, that's fine. Any hacks in this game really didn't change the outcome. There was no very, very huge hacks in this battle. So I Hyper Voice, I click Protect. He goes for the U-turn, because one thing that I found out very quickly in this battle was that Sylveon is actually my answer for Jirachi. Because pretty much turn 4, once I saw he clicked U-turn, or turn 1 when he clicks U-turn, he's Scarf. I knew he was going to be Scarf going into the game. Scarf Jirachi tears through my team. So, I click Protect with Sylveon, and it's, so I know what he's going for. He clicks Iron Head, and I calculate the Entei set that I'm running takes about slightly less than 20% from the Iron Head. That was a max roll, if you guys are wondering. It's like 16 to 19. So I click Stone Edge here, predicting the Blastoise switch in. I was wrong, and this is a huge point in the battle. I'll explain. I was thinking that he would click Stealth Rocks here. I don't know why I was thinking that he would click Stealth Rock, but I pretty much had to switch in Xatu, or else he's going to get Stealth Rocks up. There wasn't anything I could do about it. So I just had to switch it and hope that he clicked Stealth Rocks. He didn't. He clicked Stone Edge. In that, I mean, from there, I didn't really have any options to win this game. Once he clicked Stealth Rocks from here, I couldn't do anything. And you'll see that in a little bit. So he goes into Blastoise. I click Earth Power. He does a lot, which is very, very good. And he goes into, I go into the Sylveon, he clicks Scald, I click Wish, he clicks Scald, and I'm just getting some HP. I figured out in my head, I take a net 56%, no, not 56, wait, give me a second, 52% damage from 2 turns. Because Scald did around 20% max roll, and I've, Scald, Wish, Scald, Hyper Voice. I'd be taking 2 Scalds, which did about 20%, plus the 2 burn damages, minus the 2 leftovers damages. That'll be the 40% plus the 24%, resulting in 64% minus the 12% being 52%. So I'm taking roughly 2% each time I do this, but he's taking a lot more damage from the Hyper Voices. So he had to switch. And I just click Protect here as he goes for the Iron Head, and I have to go into the Entei. And he predicts this and goes into the other Cloud guy. Luckily for me, this is my answer to the other Cloud guy. He realizes that he can't really do much at this point, so he switches out to Rhydon. I click Subnet again because I can't. I have to. I have to play safe around that Thunderous threat. I can't really do anything about it. But here on the Blastoise switch in, two Sludge Waves do kill it, which means now Harmoniking can set up. The Spoops comes in. He clicks Protect on my Stealth Rocks. Yes. He clicks Destiny Bond on my Toxic Spikes. And then I click Sludge Wave, forgetting that, that it resists it. And then he clicks Knockoff. I click Earth Power and don't kill it, as he clicks Knockoff, and I live it, which is nice. And then on his Destiny Bond, I click Toxic Spikes to get the second ones up, and he clicks Protect on my Toxic Spikes again. And then he clicks Will-O-Wisp on my Earth Power. It's Sludge Wave, excuse me. And we kill ourselves. So double down. For him, that was great because Nidoking, he had no answers for. But for me, that was great because I got my hazards up. He goes into the other Cloud guy, and from here, I'm just going to put the speed on fast because I don't want to have to watch this very long. Put bluntly, I had nothing for Thunders. There was nothing I could do past putting like a berry on my Sylveon. It's too nasty sub nasty plot Thunderous. There's really nothing I can do. Which it's really unfortunate too. But past putting some berry on my Sylveon, which wouldn't even have helped because I would have put a poison berry on there. In a little bit, you'll see that a poison berry wouldn't have mattered. Thunderous kills Miltank, and I realize that I just can't win from here. I go into Mr. Pinchy hoping that he'll blunder, maybe, but I didn't Mega Evolve, for you guys who are wondering. I didn't Mega Evolve because an unmegaed return still kills, and what was and he might not have killed. He probably would have, but depending on his investments, there was a slight chance that if I did not Mega Evolve, I would have killed it. But no, it wasn't going to happen. And I go into Sylveon here, and the Poison Berry would not have mattered because he gets Flesh Cannon anyway. So, I lose 4-0, but I can't be very sad about that, just simply because I didn't have an answer for this. Now, I know you guys are going to say in the comments that, oh, he was running Thunderbolt Flash Cannon, so Gastrodon could have walled it. I didn't know he was running Thunderbolt Flash Cannon. Gastrodon doesn't match up well against the rest of his team. Just looking at the team that he brought, Simisear gets grass coverage. Rhydon, it can beat. Blastoise, it could run grass coverage. I don't know if it did, but it could run the HP grass. Thundurus, of course, could run the HP grass, and Jirachi gets Energy Ball. So, and then looking at what he didn't bring, Floridas gets Energy Ball. Virizion is Virizion. Nidoqueen, I wouldn't want to take a hit from. Kyurem, again, I wouldn't want to take a hit from. And Licky Licky gets Explosion and Power Whip, I'm pretty sure. So, the most of his team, I didn't really bring Gastrodon just because Gastrodon didn't work. And that was the closest thing to a Thundurus check I had on my team. And even, again, I didn't know he would run Sub-Nasty Plot, but Sub-Nasty Plot was a great bring against 10 of my 11 mons, everything not called Gastrodon. So, there really wasn't anything I could do about it. It was great. It was great prepping from ShatteredSimisear. He brought all the things that I knew he would bring. Like, this was the problem with me having to prep for this battle, because I knew what he was going to bring. He was going to bring an offensive Thunder. He's going to bring Scarf Jirachi. He's going to bring Mega Banette. He was going to bring Spinning Blastoise. He's going to bring Stealth Rock Rhydon. I mean, I didn't predict the Simisear, but the Simisear didn't even go on the field, so it doesn't matter. I knew he was going to bring all these things, and I prepared my best for them. I just couldn't do anything about it. My team simply didn't have anything for Sub-Nasty Plot Thundurus. It's unfortunate, but it's true. And it was a great battle by ShatteredSimisear. Good job to you. Congratulations. I just feel like I couldn't have won that game. And like I said, while I might... While having, Skarmory instead of Xatu wouldn't have helped against the Thundurus, actually it might have, considering that I have Sturdy and I could have run, like, natural gift rock or something stupid like that. I don't know. Skarmory doesn't get anything to hit Thundurus, but that being said, I could have figured something out. I could have run like either Stardy or whatever, or the Steel Berry, or no, not the Steel Berry, the Walk On Berry. And I could have figured something out with Stardy Skarmory. Also, more importantly, Skarmory actually 1v1s all of his Stealth Rockers, aside from, I guess, Nidoqueen. Maybe. Probably gets Thunderbolt. But aside from Nidoqueen, it beats all its rockers. And then there's Zatu, who loses all its rockers other than Nidoqueen. I would rather, quite simply, I would rather have to run Skarmory every game than run Zatu every game. But yeah, that's why I did those 3 agent drops, and that's how I lost. Some NP Thunder's just it. And the thing is, if I was going to run Gastrodon, then what would I not run? Meltank, then I get destroyed by Mega Banette. Nidoking, I don't have any offensive pressure. Zatu, I can't get rid of rocks. Mega Pinsir, my offensive again. Mega Pinsir, I thought I would have more offensive pressure with Mega Pinsir, and I didn't. Sylveon wouldn't be able to Wish Pass, and Entei was my only other stop to Thundurus. So there really wasn't anything I could do. I'm sorry. Maybe there's something I'm missing, but there just really wasn't much I could do. Thankfully, I don't have to play him again unless I go into the final, or not the finals, into the playoffs. But until then, I feel like this team is good enough to get into the playoffs, definitely. But for now, I'm kind of stuck where I am, 1-1 -3. And from here, I'm just gonna have to play my best and hope to, not hope, but play my best and be the best that I can for the rest of the season. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.